Hi everybody, welcome to RV Afterlife. We are Roger and Delana, and you normally do not see us up this early, but we're in Key West, Florida, and right now we are staying at Leo's campground, and I'll tell you more about that later. But we're getting ready to ride our bikes down to the historic docks and take a ferry
ride
out to the Dry Tortugas National Park. So pretty excited about that. We'll see how it goes. So we're how long is that ride? Probably about 4 miles from here.
No idea.
Okay, we'll talk about it. Okay, so we made it to the terminal. I think it only took us
20 minutes.
20 minutes. I think it's about right at 3 miles. Once again, we've done it. We've managed to book a excursion with 40, looks like middle school, maybe high school kids. So this ought to be interesting. But anyway, we're here. We actually got here early. So we're excited to be ready to do this.
Hopefully it's a big island.
Yeah, it's a big island. And they'll be interested in way more active stuff than we are. So, okay, we'll take you along. The Yankee Freedom is an independent contractor for the park department. They do an amazing job. It was very safe. Couldn't have been happier with their part of our trip. We did pay $330 for this trip. Our senior pass for the national park gave us a little bit of a discount, but we did book this 6 months in advance, so something to think about if you're planning a trip. It is a 3.5-hour boat ride out to the Dry Tortugas. There is a complimentary breakfast and lunch on the vessel. They always have coffee, tea, and water. And this particular boat's not that full, even though there is a school field trip with 40 young people on it. So pretty comfortable. The seats are a little small, but not bad at all. The water out here is a deep slate blue. Doing about 30 miles an hour, and they claim that this particular area has a lot of sea turtles, but I would imagine they get out of the way of a boat. Just arrived at one of those bucket list places, Fort Jefferson in the Dry Tortuga National Park. We arrived on the Yankee Freedom, and this is the dock area. We have some nice big changing rooms out here for you. We're walking along the moat outside of Fort Jefferson, and hopefully you can see it on the camera. There's all kinds of small jellyfish in the moat. There's a great big one, well, not great big, but bigger jellyfish. I did not film any of it, but there is still a lot of hurricane damage on the island, so there's a lot of debris and stuff around that they have not been able to get cleaned up, so it is still magnificent.
We need to build such a huge, overwhelmingly powerful fort. Something that would be so intimidating that nobody in their right mind would even dare consider to attack Fort Jefferson. But if someone was ever crazy enough to attack this fort, we also needed to ensure that this fort would be big enough and powerful enough to defend itself for an entire year. Imagine that, a full year without any additional supplies or reinforcements. So folks, that's why we have this fort all the way out here in the middle of the Gulf, and why Fort Jefferson is the most powerful fortification the United States built. So, you probably already realized the majority of this fort is made up of rooms similar to the ones we're in right now. These big arched rooms. Well, these rooms are called casemates, and casemates are gun rooms. Every one of these rooms is designed to house a cannon. Now, there are 303 casemates here. On the top tier of this fort, you'll find we have one of these cannons sitting on top of each corner or bastion of Fort Jefferson. You can actually walk from where you're at right now on the top of the fort all the way over to the opposing corner, and you'll get to see one of these cannons sitting on top of a replica carriage. These carriages allow the guns to swivel 360 degrees.
Well, I know I'm a mess, so I probably have no business being in front of the camera. But I just wanted to come out here, and I know it's a little windy, so I'll try to talk loud, but this was so worth the money to come out here. This national park did not disappoint. It is a gorgeous location, lots to do. It's pretty hard to do it all justice in just one trip, so I said that we would only be coming out here one time, but maybe there'll be another time in our future. So anyway, we'll see you next time. Bye. A good deal of the island is open to visitors, but the moat to the right-hand side of the building is as far as visitors are allowed to go. The rest of the island is closed off for about 8 months of the year because it is the only resting place or nesting place for the sooty terns, masked boobies, brown noddies, and magnificent flatgates. I'm going to just put the names of them, overlay them on the video because obviously they're hard to understand, but this whole portion is just nothing but nesting, so very in tune with the wildlife out there and making sure that they are safe. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you get a chance to go to the Dry Tortugas, you will not be sorry. See you next time.